Good evening, my dear students. This is chapter 3, metals and non-metals. In this chapter, let us see the topic of physical properties of metals. And this is the periodic table. In this periodic table, the metal is highlighted with red color. There are so many metals in existence. These are all certain examples for metals and non-metals. Lead, gold, silver, copper are examples for metals, and diamond, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus. These are all examples for non-metals. And these are uses of metals. Metals can be used in purposes in day-to-day life. This vessel is copper metal, and this is sodium metal, and this is magnesium metal, and this is iron. We can see the uses of various uses of metals. And the physical properties of metals. Metals are summarized as the metals are lustrous. Lustrous means shiny. Hard. Hard means hard to break and anything. And malleable. Malleable, it's a property that is the metal can be made into thin sheets. And ductile, the metals can be made into wires, thin wires. Conducting heat and electricity. Metals conduct both heat and electricity. Sonorous that produces sound. Okay. These are all the physical properties of metals. Metals are lustrous, hard, malleable, ductile, conducting heat and electricity, sonorous. Let us see the properties of metals one by one with various activities. The activity 3.1 is take samples of iron, copper, aluminum and magnesium. Note the appearance of each sample. Clean the surface. Clean the surface of the sample by rubbing them with sandpaper and note their appearance again. Okay, now you're observing the metal surface. Metals in their pure state have a shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. And the activity 3.2, that take small pieces of iron, copper, aluminum and magnesium. Try to cut these metals with a sharp knife and note your observation. You would not cut the metals like iron, copper, aluminum and magnesium. But a piece of sodium metal can be cut with a knife like cutting a cake. Therefore, the metals are generally hard. The hardness varies from metal to metal. The iron metal is too hard, but the metal sodium is soft like cake. You can cut it easily. And the activity 3 is take piece of iron, zinc, lead and sulfur. Place any one metal on a block of iron. Strike it 4 or 5 times with a hammer. What do you observe? Okay. Yeah. Repeat with other metals. Record the change in shape of these metals. While striking the metal with a hammer, it will spread like a sheet. Okay, you will find that some metals can be beaten into thin sheets. This property is called malleability. Okay, therefore metals are malleable. Metals are malleable. They can made into thin sheets. And the activity 4. Consider some metals such as iron, copper, aluminum, lead, etc. Which of the metals are also available in the form of wires? There are so many metals available in the form of wires like copper, aluminum. Okay. The ability of metals to be drawn into thin wires is called ductility. Gold is the most ductile metal. Okay. You will be surprised to know that a wire of about 2 kilometer length can be drawn from 1 gram of gold. Such a great length. Okay, 1 gram of gold can be made into a wire of 2 kilometer length. That much of that much of ductile metal is that. Okay, therefore metals are ductile. Okay, then the activity 5. Take an aluminum or copper wire, clamp this wire on a stand as shown in figure 3.1. Look at this picture. Pin to the free end of the wire using wax. Heat the wire with a sprit lamp, candle, or a burner near the place where it is clamped. What do you observe after some time? Note your observation. What do you observe? The metal pin attached to the wax. The wax is start to melt because the wire conducts the heat. Therefore, metals are good conductors of heat. And the activity 6 is set up an electric circuit as shown in the figure 3.2. This is a battery in which a bulb is attached and the clips between A and B, the metal which is under consideration is fixed. Now the circuit is made because the metal conducts electricity. Therefore, metals are good conductors of electricity. And you must have been seeing that wires that carry current in your homes have a coating of polyvinyl chloride or a rubber like material. Why? Because they are non-conductors of electricity, therefore they can be used as insulator of wire. And other property. The final property is metals are sonorous. The activity is what happens when metals strike a hard surface. Do they produce a sound? Yes. Definitely they will produce a sound like. Okay, therefore, the metals that produce sound on striking a hard surface are said to be sonorous. Okay, therefore, metals are sonorous. Thank you, my dear students. Next, meet you in the next class.